Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to get into the common challenges in manifestation and how to overcome them. So first off, let's get into the first thing that pops into my head is doubt and negative thinking. To combat doubt and negative thinking, practice affirmations and visualizations. And just remember the importance of affirmations are to positively affirm over some of the negativity, because remember that doubt cannot withstand the power of repetition. And as I've said in previous videos, my practice was in the morning to do 10 minutes of affirmations, at noon 10 minutes of affirmations, and in the evening just before sleep do 10 minutes of affirmations. And you would know best, whatever it is that your desire is, whether it be something career related or money or for your specific person or love interest, whatever it may be. And just consistently, give the effort to your daily routine and just stay in it. So number 2 is impatience. And impatience springs in, when you're not really trusting yourself, you're not trusting your higher self, and you're not trusting the process. And this is a work of self-concept, becoming the version of you that has all of your desires and getting to a place where you're knowing that you possess them and that they are yours because they are. And this is a work of patience. And it's something that just giving yourself your desire, like that's so delicious, like that raises my vibration when I think about how nice that is. And it's the dream life. And sometimes you can run aground by not being patient, and you check the 3D and you go into lack because why isn't it here yet? That's why I always say don't pay any attention to the 3D. Your 3D is in here. Trust what's in here above what's out in front of you, because everything that's in front of you is from the past. It's based on your past assumptions and something that you created previously. By staying in here, you're going to eventually, it's going to project out here. Trust that. And it's important to get really clear on what it is that you desire. And it's important to write them down and to visualize regularly for them. And consistency is the key, because inconsistent effort and not applying a good routine, that it's not going to go well. It's going to be a bouncy ride, and I want you to have a smooth ride. So just trust me on this. Affirm in the morning and visualize for 10 minutes. Affirm and visualize at noon for 10 minutes. And then in the evening before you rest, or maybe after dinner, whatever time that's convenient for you, but do it. Make sure that you follow through. Affirm and visualize for 10 minutes. And I try to do it just a little before sleep, and then do my visualizations and fall asleep in the wish fulfilled, because that is how you impress your subconscious mind with your desire, and just continue to do it. And don't put a time limit or a time frame on it. Just trust it, because you are the version of you that has all your desires. And it's so delicious. Like I love to think about the things that I'm manifesting and dreaming of, and I want to apply myself to it and to my effort and becoming that version of me that has all of my desires, and I'm ready to slide into that state. By giving yourself your desire, it raises your vibration, and it feels so good, and you will start to take actions that are congruent with your higher self and with that's in alignment with your desires, by trusting and acting as if. It's important to do what Neville says and live as if you are the version of you that has all of your desires. And just remember that fear is false evidence appearing real. Like you might be afraid at what you're seeing in the 3D, and even when the 3D is raw, don't give any energy or emotion to it. And just stay true to your imagination and playfully pretend in your mind. And sometimes you can have things where, depending on what it is, you might have some limiting beliefs that might come to roost, and that maybe something might happen where you're not even aware that you had a limiting belief, and just remember that there is no failure particularly, but it's important that you realize that if your mind does go to something and you find a limiting belief, that's good, that your higher self is going to show you, when there's something that you need to work on. So you celebrate that instead of getting upset or going into a fear of failure. It's important to reframe the failure as a learning opportunity and focus on the progress and not particularly the perfection, because everything I've ever manifested, it's been, CCIA, consistent, committed, imperfect action. There's sometimes just before going to sleep, as I'm visualizing, sometimes I would fall asleep before I would get finish visualizing, but I would always be in the energy of it's done, it's done, it's done, and fall asleep in that and just trust it. And it's important to also do self-care, and if you feel like you need to have a break from affirming, and just trust that everything is always working in your favor, because it is. Like the universe, our higher selves, God wants what's best for us and wants us to, have what it is that we desire, and especially when it's helping others. And when it comes to like manifesting money, like I get excited about that because I think about all of the good work that I could do in helping others with the money, and manifesting is not just for you, but it's for what you can do and how you are stepping into the best version of yourself. That's not only, it's joyful that you're doing things that build yourself up, but ultimately when you're stepping into your purpose and that you can help others and help them accomplish something that's good for your community, like that feels really great. And another challenge in manifestation is not taking the action that you should take, and hesitating, because it happens to the best of us. We're having a human experience, and as you're learning to trust, and because I found it along the journey that I wasn't trusting my higher self, I wasn't trusting in God, and like I wasn't moving in the right energy. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing, and that's why you've heard me in previous videos, to speak to your higher self, ask your higher self, for help, and in one of my videos, I mentioned something that was effective for me. And when I was trying to resolve something, I said to my higher self, thank you for showing me that all of my issues are resolved and resolved and fulfilled. And, and I was delighted in what happened, but I stayed committed to it, and I stayed loyal to myself and to my desires, and to becoming that version of me that had everything, and everything was always working in my favor, as it says in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. So there's always a challenge as you're learning and growing, and I wanted to just come on and encourage you that there isn't a failure. You can revise anything that didn't go how you desired it to be. And there's also the dynamic of that. The fact is that everything is a mirror, like everything that you see in front of you is a reflection of your inner state. And everything that I'm talking about is how to change your inner state. And I just want to remind you to be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and stay focused, and, stay focused and true to your desire, even when your 3D is raw. Like, don't pay attention to this 3D, because you are reshaping your 3D into what you desire by staying in your imagination. So I want you to persist with your imagination and continue visualizing for your desires in a consistent fashion. So just live as if, as Neville says, and give yourself your desire. Feel the joy and relief in knowing that your desire is yours. Like, those are delicious thoughts. Like, that should raise your vibration. And just continue to do it and feel those and think those delicious thoughts, and they will be yours. So manifestation requires patience and some resilience. And on my journey, like, there's times where I'm arguing with people in my mind, I'm affirming, and then I'm contradicting myself by arguing in my head with somebody. And then one day it just dawned on me, wait, I'm arguing against myself here, because everyone is you pushed out. So I don't want to argue with anybody. I want to send everyone love, and like, I want to get somewhere in my manifestation journey, and I need to get in alignment, and I was wavering is what was going on, and we all do that. So just become aware of your inner conversations on this journey, and take control. And I'm here. Want to come on and encourage you. Like, we can do this together. So comment down below anything that you would like for me to cover, or anything that you're experiencing that's a challenge, and we can work on that together. So just keep on going. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again in the next one. Bye-bye.